Welcome to World of Marketing Podcast, a Foster Web Marketing production. Here's your host, Tom Foster.
Hey everybody, it's Tom Foster on the World of Marketing, and today I have got my new great friend, Heather Holloway, today of Holloway Media. Heather, welcome to the World of Marketing.
Oh my gosh. With that introduction, dude, I feel amazing. Tom, thank you so much for having me on today.
So, Heather Holloway is a social media guru who does social media for lots of different kinds of companies and has been doing that. And you've been doing that for many years now. And we have recently started working with you. And you've just done a great job. I was introduced to you by Kim Walsh-Phillips, and who's a great friend, and did a podcast with Kim Walsh-Phillips a while back. And those of you that do not know Kim Walsh-Phillips, you need to know who that lady is. She's a marketing genius herself, and I'm fortunate that she introduced me to you, Heather, and you have been fantastic in helping us with our social media, get our social media together. And you and I just had a conversation, and you're going to help us even more. And also, we're going to talk a little bit about how you're going to help our clients.
Absolutely.
Roll out that program. But first, let's talk a little bit about what you do in your background. I want to hear about, how did you come to be? How did Heather Holloway come to be? Tell me your background.
Yeah. First, like you said, Kim Walsh-Phillips, I want to give it up to her. Thank you so very much for getting us in touch, because now I have a new best friend, and that's amazing. So KWP, you're amazing. Thank you so much. And she will make a reprise here later in my story. So, so how did I come to be? Well, it all started on November 27th, 1980. But basically, Tom, I came out of the womb with like a crayon or a pencil or something in my hand. So I have been that creative kid my whole life, art, band, sports. I was well-rounded. I was an average student. I loved it. I loved the arts. I loved to sing, I loved to dance, I loved to do something creative. So I knew that coming out of that and getting into the professional world, I had to do something where I could take all of these ideas and make them tangible. So I thought that was radio. I started in radio first. So I was a morning producer, and that's when I learned how to write content and copy, short form copy in 30 or 60 or 15-second snippets. From there, I was promoted into television. So I worked for TV for a while, where I made television commercials. So now I'm taking my copy and I'm adding, video to it. So I've been in the game, oh my gosh, for 20 years. I've been in marketing for over 20 years. And it was 5 years ago that I decided to step out into entrepreneurship. I always wanted to be the business owner. I knew I wanted to have autonomy and do my own thing. I knew I had my own way of doing it. And so I forged my path starting in 2017. So I was able to take all of that experience of radio and television promotion, writing copy, doing videos, editing audio files, and literally fit all of that into social media, because you have to do all of it in social media. So it was by happenstance in 2017 that I was given an opportunity to launch my business. And here we are today.
Very good. And so, but you're doing TV stuff.
Yeah. I was in TV. Yeah. So I was making,
so tell us a little bit about some of your experiences in TV. Give us a little bit about that.
So this is local television in a market in central Pennsylvania. And so I was hired in creative services to provide television commercials for a bunch of local businesses, small local businesses. So we had lawyers, we had doctors, we had construction, home improvement.
So you were making commercials for these guys?
Yeah, we're making commercials for these guys. So I'm literally working with the sales department to figure out, okay, who are we targeting? What's the message? What's our location? What are we trying to do? What's the offer? That's really kind of sort of where I found the whole lead magnet thing. Get people to call, get people to click. I mean, when I first started in radio, it was 2002 and then 2005 in television. So things have changed just a bit.
Yeah,
but
a little bit.
But the marketing kind of remains the same.
The marketing is the same in terms of like the foundation of it, the message of it.
Yes.
The what you have to do. The modality of it is different. Radio, but what you're doing on radio, what you're doing on TV is the same thing you're doing on the web. Same
Absolutely.
thing you're doing on social media. And, that same kind of attitude that you have to have in radio, in marketing on radio and marketing in TV is the same attitude that you have to have in marketing on social media, because you have that 1 millisecond opportunity to get their attention.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. The rules remain the same no matter the channel. No matter the channel, whether it's billboards, radio, television, social, web, rules remain the same. You have to connect. You need to know your media, your market, and then you have to match your message to those two things.
Right.
And, what I would say is, with radio and television, I would say social media gives you a tiny bit more of an advantage because
it does.
You can dial in your audience.
Yeah, you have
radio.
Right, exactly.
Billboard television, you're borrowing an audience.
Right. You have no idea really who's seeing this. You're hoping that your avatar is seeing it.
Yeah.
That's what you're playing to. But with social media, you have the ability to really dial in more. You already know what they're seeing. You already know what they're because it's social media. And that's one of the beauties of it. And here we are. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to be working with you, because you've taken your great experience that you had before, and you've embellished it with social media. And I've seen it, folks, in action. What I've learned from Heather, and she's got a system. Scopem.
Yeah,
Scopem is the system. She's got a process and a system for it. What does Scopem stand for again? Scopem?
So Scopem. So strategy, customize or content,
right?
Optimize, publicize,
right?
Energize, and monetize.
There you go.
Scopem way. There you go.
That's the social media marketing strategy that Heather has put forth, and we're doing it, and it's working. And it's a program that we are offering to our clients through Heather, and we're going to be promoting it as Heather's partnered up with Foster Web Marketing to offer this to our clients, which is great, and we appreciate it so much. We finally found a partner that we can trust and depend on to do it the right, do a good job for us.
Thank you. And we found a partner in you who is willing to step up and do podcasts and step up and do this content that people are searching for. There are people searching for exactly what you do every single day. Are you in front of them on the right channel and delivering it the right way? The way that we do it and the way that Scopem works, it's social media for professionals. With the way we do things, we help you become the authority everyone wants to work with. Yeah.
Like, how do you do that? Like, what makes you different? Like, what makes you special?
Well, I'm not going to ask you to dance on TikTok. So number one, we're not doing that.
Good. You hear that, everybody? TikToking.
This is social media for professionals. Okay. We do want to be lighthearted. We don't want to take ourselves so seriously. We do want to have fun, but TikTok has a very special application for a very special thing. And I think, for me, and it's the younger audience, and for professionals, we're still hanging on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. That's our major channels. And so the way we do it differently is we're going to ask and dive a little bit deeper than surface level information that you can share. We actually throw it back on you and ask you the question, Tom, what makes you so special? And then it's our job to capture that essence, put it in a way that's consumable, put it on every platform where somebody can see it, on any way that they want to consume media. So we're talking videos, we're talking writing, we're talking listening, right? You have podcasts, you have blogs, you have emails, you have videos. That's our difference. Our difference is we create so much that there is no other way than to be positioned as the authority. There's no way, man. You go into our stuff, you're going to see us everywhere. You're going to be like, this girl does not sleep. And people will be saying that about you and your clients. Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking when you were talking about that, who some of my best clients are that do social media. And I just had him on the podcast, just went out, Jason Abraham.
Oh, cool.
Who's biggest PI firm in the Midwest, Hupy and Abraham, Hupy.com. Jason Abraham, just had him on the podcast. And they do a fantastic job on social media.
Yeah.
And as a result, they get a lot of their really good clients from social media.
Yeah. You hire
through social media.
Yeah. You use social media, or you hire us or partner with us so you can do more speaking, lead generation, profiting, vacationing, family time.
Right. And you know it's done right.
And you know it's done right.
That's kind of the biggest thing for me. Like, so I know what I'm good at. And, you know, we know how to build websites, man, like nobody's business, and write content and be ranked for Google, and we write software. But social media has been one of those things that came along kind of along the way. Yeah. And it has always been one of those things that is, I won't say eluded me, but I've just not been able to perfect it personally.
Yeah.
And that is why I've always looked to find a partner that understood it and that I could just turn to and say, okay, I trust this person to show me how to do this, that I can understand. So you're a great partner to have in this, in this landscape, because it is it is still the wild, wild west, social media.
It really is. And everybody has an opinion. There are multiple gurus. And I will tell you that, you know, like I said, 5 years now owning the agency, 5 years specifically only 100% in social media marketing. And what I find is there's tactics, there are things, there are different things you can try, there's software you can use. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean a thing if you're not relating to your audience. Yeah. And so that's our biggest part is, the why is so much more important. The why is this post going out and what is its intention is so much important than the how. It's so much more important because I guarantee if we nail your message, which is what we are in the business of doing, it all becomes so much easier. The engagement goes up, the leads go up. People want you to speak because you're the authority. Yeah. So, you know, and Kim Walsh Phillips, thank you so much. She wrote a great book out there, the No BSM social media marketing book. Right. Fantastic book.
Bestseller.
I have an autographed copy, humble brag. And, but it was amazing, man. It taught me a lot. And I've been, again, in the industry for so much. So there's, you know, right ways to do it, wrong ways to do it. But the best thing is find that market, get that message, and then go create that media.
Yep. And hire you. So you've got you've got some packages available.
Yeah.
Right? So why don't you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. So what I found is there's sort of no one size fits all for our businesses. There are companies that can benefit from absolutely 100%. We don't want to touch it, Heather. You and your team go and do it. So we have that full blown white glove service where it is done for you. Your mission is to stay in your zone of genius, stay inspired, stay happy about your business, fall back in love with your business, and then give us all that positive energy to put out there. That's
all you do is meet with them like once a month, and you talk about what's going on, and then you come up with the calendar.
Yeah.
And you work with them, but you take care of all the posting. You get access to everything, and you do all the posting as if you were them.
Yeah. So with the full blown system, there's two parts, right? There's the content, the actual production of the content, and then there's the administration. There's the strategy, administration, and management. All of that is done for you. So we would meet with you once a month. Okay, what's the plan? We all come to a consensus, and then we get to work. We get to promote that lead magnet, that promotion, that webinar, that thing that you want.
Yeah. So folks, this is a big deal. So like what Heather's talking about is that they would do all of that for you, that they would provide the content, the landing pages, the lead magnets, that you would be putting out on social media, be meeting with you and consulting with you, pulling things out of you to talk about on social media.
Yeah.
And making sure that you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. And so this is for those of you that have no idea, but know that it needs to be done, and need to do it, and need to get it done right away. So this is the plan.
Yep.
For you.
Yeah. Yeah. A full content marketing system.
Right. Like done.
We're talking blogs, emails, video. I mean, if this is the full blown version, baby.
Full deal.
Yeah. You want to be out there and be that authority.
And I imagine that's customized depending upon the size of the client and what their needs are.
That's right. Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
and you know,
it's a custom plan.
That's right. That's right. And for the full blown system, maybe you don't have a blog yet. You need to get that established, or maybe you need to start email marketing. So, you know, we'll work with you at your level and work up to the full blown system.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you got another one. Right. Okay.
Yeah, we have two more, but wait, there's more. We have. If you act now.
If that one's not for you, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe you're more of a Heather, I need you to sort of tell me what to do. So I'm going to do it with you. I'm going to coach you along the process, and I'm going to give you a plan, and then coach you along that, give you the plan, give you the content calendar, tell you what items that you need to create, and then go off. Maybe you love to work in Canva. Maybe you have a VA. This is perfect because this is dialing in. We have to focus our energy, right? So the strategy behind it, the kind of content you need to create, the cadence in which you should publish, that all comes with the coaching or consulting portion of it.
Work with you.
Work with you. Yep. We're going to work with you.
So work with your team.
Yeah. We're going to work with your team. So we're going to meet bi-weekly. We're going to meet bi-weekly for an hour just to make sure you guys are on task. And then you can, ask any questions along and recalibrate as we go through that.
And this is kind of the plan that I've been on.
Yeah. Where we're working with your team. We're saying, okay,
this is the kind of plan, folks. This is the plan that I've been on for a while that and I've loved it.
Yeah.
And this is actually one I just upgraded to. I'm going to have Heather do it.
Thank you.
And basically because I'm like, because we're overwhelmed, we're too busy.
Yeah.
To do it ourselves. And anyway, so all right. So so I can tell you that was really good because I learned a lot, enough to know, okay, you can do it. Thank you.
Yeah.
So then the other plan is.
Yeah. So then the other plan is strategy, administration, and management. So I like to call it the BYOC, bring your own content. So here, let's say you have an intern, or you have somebody that can create the content for you. We will help you with the strategy. You guys go off and create the content, deliver it to us, and we will schedule it, publish it, manage it, and engage with your community. Because we're going to be putting all of this awesome content out there. People are going to start to connect with it.
Okay, so you're going to handle the mechanism of social media.
Yeah.
So then they would provide the content and do all the creative piece, but you're going to handle the mechanism and the system of social media for you.
Yep.
Pretty good, man.
So yeah,
deal.
it's, and it's, this, you could say like, okay, Heather, well,
Covers it.
I could hire. Yeah. It covers all three areas and
Right.
whatever budget or wherever you are at with your business. Yeah. That last one, you could say, Heather, I could hire a VA just to do all that stuff. But I will say that a VA doesn't have the experience that we have to give you the strategy.
Right. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Sure, you can get it. Well, you can hire a VA to do a lot of this stuff, but a VA doesn't know what you know.
Right.
Doesn't have the expertise.
Right. And you can offset content creation to, these services out there. But you still have to.
You can't hire a VA to do your social media. No, people. You cannot hire a VA to do your social media.
No, you really shouldn't.
The wrongest thing to do. Your VA might be able to provide content for your social media, but not the social media itself.
That's right. That's right.
You need to hire an expert. This is a very important part of your marketing, social media.
Yeah.
And it has to be done right. And if you're one of those people that says social media doesn't work, it's never worked for me, that's because you haven't done it right.
That's right. And I will say that is the only thing that I've ever used. Not true. I was a vendor at a local business expo a couple years ago, but honestly, I probably spent under, I don't know, $5,000 on ads over the life of my business. Everything has been organic social media. I have grown, into the 6-figure agency in 3 years. I did it in 3 years, with no advertising dollars, only social media. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and you got it, with the algorithms and everything, this guarantees that the algorithms become your friend. The scope system guarantees that your content is seen. It gets people engaged.
It helps you with SEO too.
Helps you with SEO, 100%. It helps you with SEO. We drive traffic back to the site.
That's right.
That's the goal. Get them to the site.
This is about lead gen, folks.
Yes.
This is not social media for your ego. This is about lead generation. This is about return on investment.
Yes, this is about lead generation.
About getting new clients and patients and customers to you.
And putting it on like on demand. You're educating your audience about who you are.
That is the point of social media. Like, that is what we're talking about it. When Heather says social media for professionals, that's what she's talking about. We're not talking about social media that you do with your family and your kids and the stuff that you do in your own name. We're talking about the stuff that you're doing for your law firm or your medical practice or for your business or for your gym or whatever.
Yes.
This is the stuff that you do professionally.
Yes.
And the stuff that you need to do professionally in order to make for a good ROI and to turn social media into a lead generation tool for you instead of being a nuisance and an annoyance, which it probably is for you right now, as it is for a lot of people.
Yeah,
because they're not using Heather Holloway. All right, so Heather, how does somebody get in touch with you to get more information about how to work with you?
Perfect. Absolutely. If it doesn't come through you, Tom, then you can go to my website, hollowaymediaservices.com. You can find all of the information there. You can email me. Very easy. Heather@hollowaymediaservices.com. You can also text or call 717-288-9969. I know that's old school, but if you still like to do that,
we'll put the number on there.
Yeah.
We'll put the number on the bottom third here. And Holloway is HOLLOWAY media.com.
HollowayMediaServices.com.
Services. There you go.
Yep.
Holloway
or you can
Media Services.
You can find us on social. We are everywhere except for TikTok.
Very good. Well, Heather, it has been fantastic having you on my little show. I appreciate your time. And I thank you so much for working with me. And I appreciate you working with our clients. And I wish you because Thanksgiving is in the next couple of days. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family.
Thank you so much, Tom. This has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving and joy and goodwill to everybody. Thank you so much.
Okay, stick around. All right, everybody. Been Tom Foster and Heather Holloway on the World of Marketing. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon. Happy Thanksgiving.